Hello and welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Blood. I'm Danny.
This is Brian. I'm sorry for my schlubness, but
Schlubness?
I don't
You're
know.
allowed to
Like
have
I
the
feel like
schlub?
I'm just like,
Nah, you're doing good. What are you drinking tonight, Brian?
well, wait, just a second here. I have to call these up because I went to the local liquor store, or it's called Specs, and now I need to go find my little thing here. And it is, I will tell you what I'm drinking. I am drinking a Still Austin, which I have right here.
Ooh,
A straight bourbon whiskey, which is right around the block, as I was told. And then, but while I was watching this masterpiece of horror,
yeah? Well, while you're watching
I
it,
was
what?
drinking a Hefeweizen whiskey, which was a blend of, I don't know, it was like, had a bunch of shit in it, like cloves and lemon peel, and I don't know. It's called Bob Brecker. I don't
That's
know.
fancy as shit. I'm drinking. So last night, me and the girlfriend went to see Kesha live, and I bought a whole bunch of beat boxes to get drunk with, and I have a whole
Hell
bunch left
yeah, you
over.
did.
I have a whole bunch left over.
Hell yeah, you did.
Well, I will pour a shot of whiskey to go along with this in a second because this is bourbon and blood. So
Hell
Brian
yeah.
chose the movie tonight. He chose something called Anguish. Well, he gave me a few options. It's the only one I hadn't heard of before. So I was like, okay.
And the reason I picked Anguish, honestly, is usually we pick things that you know the way I do it, man. Like I like weird shit. Most cases, right? Like but
You
the thing
do.
is you're very horror in tune. And so I was like, okay, what, I try to pick things that like some weird names or weird shit. And so one of them was like in the past, Dead and Buried was this, I love that movie, but like I just pick things that are weird. And I saw a couple things that were weird that I don't know if you'd seen. I'm like back when we did like microwave, whatever, I'm
Massacre.
like, you're like, what the fuck? But this one, Zelda, I was
Yep.
like, look,
Honestly, we'll get into it more.
I
I
am like a
I could have loved
fan
this
of
movie. I could have.
hers from Poltergeist. I quote her continually through my life.
Whenever a house is
And
clean.
this house, even when I come down out of a shower to my wife, I'm like, this house is clean. Always just laughs. This house is clean, but I know she's done more, right? Because she's an awesome actress, but I just like she caught me on that. So that is, and then of course the guy, which I put his name down, his
Michael
name,
Leaner.
yes, because he's done a
Michael
lot
Levner.
though. He's been part of so many movies that we've seen,
You know
whether
what
you're
two
Gen
movies
X,
I remember?
millennial.
You know what two
Oh yeah,
movies I
but she,
remember him
yeah,
from?
yeah.
I remember him as the mayor in Godzilla,
Yes.
and I
That
remember
is
him
that
in
is one of the keys. But
I also
he was
remember him as
also an
Bitterman.
elf.
I don't
He's
remember
an
Manel,
elf.
but I remember him as Bitterman in the movie Blank Check, the Disney movie where the kid gets a blank check. He's like the bank guy and he's chasing the kid everywhere.
Yes, and he was in Barton Fink, if you ever seen that.
I've never seen that one.
My god, that is just an amazing movie with John Goodman and John Turturro. Just it is one you gotta see.
All right, before we get into it, let's
Wait,
cheers.
cheers. I'm right now have in
Clink.
my thing there is the, whatever the Austin one.
I
Ah,
think mine's just Jack Daniels right now, but
it's alright,
whatever.
dude. Jackie, baby.
Let's go.
I'm so, like, surprised you're not
Oh god.
wearing your merch.
It's in the washer right now. I thought
I'm
about
just
it.
fucking with you.
I got
No,
so many
you're all good, man.
compliments on it though.
Well, that's the thing, though. But it turned out awesome, right? Did it turn out great?
It looks so good. You didn't get yours yet?
Awesome. No, I'm gonna get one for myself. But when I sent them to you and Bree, the thing is, if I did 2 of them, it was as a double thing, right? A double,
Uh,
like,
okay.
everything. So I was like, so I just sent to you, and I'm gonna get one myself because I want to wear it. But I actually probably gonna build a thin. I'm gonna do a sweatshirt, one of those little thin ones, and
Okay.
put it back
All right,
because
so
we're gonna build this shit, baby.
let's get into
Hells
anguish.
yeah!
God,
Although
Brian.
I do like the 3, although I gotta tell you, I like the 3 we picked for our podcast that you put up, but I like the single Ice Cube as a skull, but I do like that one because I get it was really hard to get that to get. I'll figure that out because I know we're going pure YouTube, and whatnot.
Yeah, pure YouTube, no more podcast, people. We're
Mhm.
only putting these on YouTube,
Hell yeah, and soon we will have a couch, and we'll be drinking
and we'll
together,
be
just pouring
together.
our shit right in
All right, so to start off Anguish,
anyway,
I don't trust anyone that has that many birds to begin with as pets. We start off with John and Mother, which is played by Michael Levner and Zelda
yep.
Steen.
I
Yeah,
agree with that because it
so many
looked like
birds.
she literally was gonna start like, hugging that snail. I was like, "This is gonna" I was like, "Is this gonna be
Do you know if
psychological?"
is there a metaphor behind the snails and birds that are constantly parts of this?
I didn't look into it. I mean, we
I
could
didn't
look
either,
while
and I
we're I don't know if it was. I think it was there had to be she kept saying during her thing, like, she would do her, like, I think her, like, hypnotism and shit,
yeah, were they trying to hit
coming out of a
we'll get into that.
shell, like he was, like, autistic or some shit or whatever, which I don't think he was, but I
No.
couldn't tell you he was a doctor or not, but she would say, "You're coming out of your shell. You're free," which would be, "You're coming out of your shell, you're flying." Maybe?
Yeah,
That's
who
like
knows?
that was her that was part of her little yabba yabba yabba, blah, blah, blah.
So,
But I gotta tell you this. Can we
yeah.
just say this one moment? This is a movie that I picked, that didn't have boobs in it. Can we
Yeah.
just
It also didn't have a strong storyline, but we'll get into that.
I did think the girls were cute. Okay. Everyone, before you get on my shit, when this movie
I
came out, I was 18 years old, so boom.
have you seen
Giving
this
my 2
before?
cents. Mm,
Okay.
no, but I put that's no, but what I did was is I looked through the movies and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And I looked at the years. They said and this came out in '87.
Yeah.
So I was 18. And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm not gonna fucking take some guff looking." I'm just saying. We live in the me's and what's nots. Anyway.
So Mother's really proud of John because he's a
Oh,
doctor, even though he's a what is it? Not orthodontist. What's the eye doctor? Optometrist.
optometrist.
So we
But
go it cuts to him being at work and he's cutting into an eyeball. There's eyes inside glass jars. That's actually why I thought you chose this movie because we've done so much Fulci lately where there's eyeball game, like
oh no.
eyeball
I
messing
literally just
stuff.
put because of her, Zelda. Like, I was like, "Ooh, Zelda in Anguish," and I kinda read it, and I was like, "I guarantee it my boy ain't, like, seen it." Like, I knew you probably hadn't seen it. I was like,
I had
"It's
not.
not" you know what I'm saying? Because I know we're more into, like and that's why, like, this one, I think, once again, kinda hits that my genre a little bit when we hit, like,
Did you
Dead
say
and
you liked this
Buried.
one?
No, I loved it. I gotta tell you, like, when
I
I was
hated this
watching it
movie.
it took me, like, through it to go, "What the fuck?"
We'll
Anyway,
get
we'll
into
go
it.
we'll
All right,
get
so they're
into it,
cutting
but
up
dang,
eyeballs.
did you like it, though?
I hated it, but we'll get into why. What's with the all right, so while he's working and working with the like rich bitch who hates her contacts, even though it's the wrong prescription, so I get it. They were scratching her eyes. Mother is like talking through a magic conch shell, like Lord of the Flies style.
No,
And
she no.
yes, she was
I don't think she
talking
was
and he was
well, that
hearing her.
no, that's what I'm saying, though. Here's the thing, though. That's what like, I didn't get through it, was she hearing it, or was she, like, was she tapping into her son?
She was tapping in her son, but everyone could hear it. Like other
Well,
people could hear it
yeah,
later in
no.
the movie. But so she's got some magical power where she can speak through the shell and people can hear her.
Telling you, don't fuck with little people, man.
No. But what the fuck is with this magic shell that's never explained? All right, and then so he goes through that. The girl's pissed off. The contacts are scratching. She's mad, and he goes home after like this big dispute. And I knew he was a serial killer before he started killing because he drank or he ate bananas out of milk in a glass. I was like, that is fucking serial killer 101.
That's true, my friend. I was
I
like,
like
that
bananas.
is really fucked up. Or he needs potassium. I was like, this motherfucker needs potassium.
Just bananas in a milk cup, like cut up
I don't know.
slowly. And
Well,
then
sometimes you need potassium.
maybe he needed the potassium because this is when his mom was going to hypnotize him and do the whole blood flowing from your brain down to your heart, be strong, boy thing.
Man.
She's like rubbing on his head and his chest and like, feel the blood flow. And you know what helped all that is the potassium from the bananas he
Fuck
downed.
yeah, dude.
Like, creepy as shit that you're in a room full of birds and snails, you're eating
Well,
bananas
I
with
have
a spoon a fork out of a cup full of
well,
milk.
well, that like, if you ever heard her and her little fucking mantras, it always snails and birds. That's all they, like, entail. So my assumption is freedom of the birds, and you coming out of your shell and, yeah.
There's a part where she's hypnotizing him that I was like, "Are they hypnotizing us?" Because the whole screen went to the spiral thing for, like,
I turned my eyes off. I went,
it
"Fuck
was
that
a
shit."
long time. I was like,
I
"Are
know. I
they
turned
trying
that
to
off, dude.
hypnotize us?"
Hell no, dude. I'm not fucking around with that shit.
There's
You know
also,
what that
like
is?
what?
I'm just
Oh,
saying, dude, that's kind of shit, man. When they put that shit in your face, you're like, I'm gonna go out and do whatever. I'm just saying, dude, like, no.
I went straight to the kitchen and poured some milk and bananas.
Fuck yeah. And then
And
I
then
took my cat's eyes.
but there's a part during the
I swear
hypnotizing
to God,
scene where
Grease
she's
shows
like
up with no eyes. I swear to God, dude.
there's a so she's speaking during the hypnotizing scene, and it gets, like, this, like, almost, like, techno beat to the metronome, and she's like,
Oh yeah.
"And you will be free," and I was like, "Oh, shit, is this about to go into, like, a banger?" It wasn't, but I'm gonna make it and try to add it to the end of this clip now,
You
the
dude, hell
electronic
yeah,
version.
dude. Dude, we need to do it in our opening. So it's like, you need to watch our YouTube.
Milk and bananas, milk and bananas, milk and bananas. Ooh,
Welcome to that, welcome to that. You know what I heard? That if you
what?
take banana peels and they're older and you put them in a glass, you put sugar in them, and then you literally put them in and you mix it up and you let sit for like 2 days.
And a new banana's gonna be
The
in there.
sugar will literally then you drain it, the sugar will pull the oil, and you'll have, like, banana flavored syrup that you can put in an old fashioned.
What's crazy well, not the same thing,
That
but
was crazy. Yes,
on
I've
we went
already
to get
done
some
that, bitches.
we went to get some groceries tonight, and I got banana split ice cream coffee.
Fuck yeah, you
It
did.
smells like bananas. So I guess the movie did work. It hypnotized me to want bananas. Apples and bananas. Alright, so now the optometrist does house calls.
Dude,
He goes to the rich
dude,
lady's
anybody
house.
that comes to my house, literally, "Hey, hey, yeah, I fucked up. Can I, like, fucking give you some context?" I'd be like, "Look, an asshole. Look, get the fuck out." I
Also
like that so some of these things are weird because 'cause you're like, "Look, dude,
yeah.
why you in my house?
Also,
Fuck you in my house."
their little gate was adorable. They, like, had to open it for him, he coulda stepped over that gate.
But, yeah, I mean, the fact is, he goes, "Hey, your contacts were great." She's like, "These are awesome." Like, dude, she literally gave you a compliment. You should be
I know,
like
you did your job right, you didn't need to kill her anymore, she was happy.
like, you'd be like, click, 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 "Hey, yo, mama, mama, all good.
He needs
We're
to
good."
bring around his conch shell too. Another
Oh my
conch
lord, yeah,
shell.
dude, that
They only
okay.
communicate
Dale, 1, 2, 3,
under the
cunt
sea.
tail. "Hey, look, she likes the content.
There's no need to murder anymore, she's
You
good.
no need murdero."
But she puts in her contacts, she's so happy, and then the husband downstairs puts on a record that's loud of, like, jazz, I'm like, She's dead. You just drowned
Like,
out
first of all,
anything."
yeah, I mean, you're like, "I'm asking for my wife to be killed and me too."
Seriously,
I'm gonna
like
put the loudest fucking shit on.
if a stranger came to my house, no matter what they came for, and were like, "Hey, let me go upstairs with your wife and put contacts in," I wouldn't just turn on a record and pour myself a
Well
drink unless I was into, like, the cuck culture or whatever.
Well, first of all, if a guy
Sit in the
came to
chair
my
across the
house
room.
and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna put some contacts. Look, I'm a doctor. I wanna, like, examine your wife." I'd be like,
Yeah,
"Look, let me tell you this. If you come to my house, I'm gonna examine you with my fists. So why don't you turn the fuck around, go to your office. My wife will go to your office,
you talk
or I'll
such a big
kill
game.
you."
You would have offered him milk and bananas and been like, "Have fun with my wife."
Do you really believe that? Hell no, I would never do that. I mean, like, "I'll kill you, motherfucker." Hell no.
But, alright,
I'm a jealous motherfucker.
I know it's not
I'm
like a
jealous.
detective story where they're trying to solve these murders, but let's break this whole scene down, right? The lady has a bad interaction with her optometrist. That night, she gets her eyes cut out in her home by, well, I'm assuming an optometrist. I'm not a detective, but I solved that case real quick. The
Well,
one that
I
she got
don't
into an
even
argument
but
earlier.
here's the thing though, like, you got me on that. Like, they made him sound like he was a doctor, like, I'm like I felt like he was
He was only eye
a
doctor.
like a fucking like, I felt like he was literally not I thought he was just like a fucking he just helped, like a helper. But he's like,
Well, the
"No, he
the
was a
one nurse was
doctor?"
like, the one nurse said he had, what was it? He had
Oh, yeah.
diabetes and he was losing his sight. I'm like, that's
Ah,
not the kind of person I want
you
working
know,
on
I
my
gotta be
eyes.
honest though, when that girl gave the
He's
feeling,
poking
I was
around in my
like,
retinas. Come
"That's
on.
that was reality." Like, "What?" It's like, "What the" I was like, "That's truth." Like,
And
"What
also,
the fuck?"
he so he murders her, he murders the husband, and it shows him, like, kneeling down on glass, and, like, his blood's everywhere too, and I'm like, "Okay, if
I
you were trying to be sneaky, dude, you are caught." Like,
dude, we don't live in a w apparently it's '87, we don't live in the world of DNA yet.
nope, apparently not. So this is where the movie started to take a turn that I hated.
Oh my god.
So it's a
It's what I
movie
liked
and
about it, but I hated about
well, it's a movie in a movie, so now we're
Yeah,
switching to a bunch of people in a theater watching what we're watching,
yeah.
and apparently there's a killer in that crowd too, but what pisses me off is I liked the storyline between John and Mother.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it could have gone somewhere, I wanted to pay more attention to
I
that,
agree
but
with that. I agree 100% on that.
because we had 2 stories, I got no backstory or conclusion or anything, so
Well, I
we'll get
think,
to
like,
we'll get to
my
the
what I
ending,
liked
but
the movie what in the beginning, what I liked about the movie overall was, like, intensity, but I agree with you. Like, when it did that weird, like, juxtaposition, I think I even made a note. I was like, "Wait, wait, wait. It's a movie or is it a movie?" Like, it really hit me because I was like, "This is fu" annoyed me.
yeah, it annoyed me, but then we do get to but we don't get a lot more of John and Mother.
Although
Do
Although I'd
get
say
little
this, what
scenes.
I have a couple scenes sad to say. So when they did kinda started making their fucking thing like, well, like they fired John, right? "Well, John, you're fired for thing," but I remember saying there's this scene before where there's 3 guys, and they're like, "Shit," like, watching it, right? Like, and they're kinda freaked out, but I was like, "What was happening?" I literally thought about that meme where they're always showing, like, that one we've seen on meme about, like, that Marty McFly where they have him, like, in horror flicks. I feel like that would be us.
Yeah,
Whatever the
probably.
fuck was happening, right? I'd be like, "Ha, this is weird. This is fucking weird." That's right, but
Well, yeah, the 3 dudes that you're talking about, there's a scene where Zelda's trying to hypnotize again, and one of the dudes is really into it and, like, repeating the whole hypnosis,
yeah.
and the other dudes are like, "Oh, shit, he's really into this movie."
Well,
That
yeah,
would
but
be us.
everybody like,
I
"Oh,
would be repeating it.
yeah." But that's what also gets with that main guy we'll get later a little bit where but I got the name Patty and Linda, which is so funny in the beginning though. Patty's like, "I don't like this movie. Oh Lord." At first I was like, "Bitch, you're insane." And then later I'm like, "Linda, you need to protect your friend."
Well, yeah, like,
And at the end I'm
Patty was
like,
really annoying at the
"Linda."
beginning. If you go to a horror movie, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah,
It's just like,
right.
"This
And
is
you're
too
like, "Linda, you ain't
scary.
wrong."
I wanna
Look,
go
when
home." And
But here's the thing, when your
Linda
friend
called it
comes back
right.
like, "I saw some crazy shit," you're like, "I'm getting the fuck out of this fucking theater."
Linda called it right at one point. She's like, "You can leave if you want, but you owe me $5 for these tickets." And I would've been the same way. I'd be like, "Yeah,
Dude,
fine.
I literally was like, "Pay Linda her fucking $5." I'd be like, "Fuck yeah,
Go
$5,
home."
let's go home. Let's go drink some, fucking, Chardonnay or Boone's Farm."
It also so this middle part was really annoying. Excuse me, sorry. Because we go back to John and Mother, and I'm trying to pay attention to what they're doing, but then the audio track is of the people in the movie theater of the 2.
There's so much happening.
I
It's
know, it's so
like
annoying.
I thought some of the film work was really great in it. Like, in and out, but I really, really gotta agree with you on that. I hated how it shifted,
Also,
right? Like, it was hard to keep up with it. What the fuck is going on? "Hey, guess what?"
it gets
Because I
it
was
gets
like,
even worse
tr
soon, but I forgot one other thing when it comes to crime scene investigation. So,
Ugh.
1, the optometrist tore out her eyes, so there's strike 1. 2, he left his
With all
blood.
his
Then
blood
as
all
he's
over his fingerprints.
And as he's leaving, he takes out his gum because that's his calling card or something, and he stuck it on the fence as he was walking out. And I'm like, "So they have your blood, your saliva, and they know that you're an optometrist. You're not getting
Everything,
away with
bitch!
this. Scott, have you not
I
watched this
but
Dateline movie, John? Jeez."
well, they had so much going on. Look, this director was trying to, like, it was almost like he was trying to throw this moment of the movie and life interchanging. He was trying to tell a story, which I gotta tell you, man, personally, look, don't just fucking tell your story. Don't give me symbolism. I don't give a fuck about what you're trying to symbolize on me.
Well,
Like,
the
I
next
feel like
part
he was trying, I feel like he was a little bit like this
I know.
director, you know what I'm
The
saying?
next part was
Because
full of symbolism, and I'm actually okay with this part because 'cause I've
which
watched
was
so
that?
you watch A24 movies, but she
Yeah.
tries to hypnotize him when he gets home again. And this time we get slugs on top of
That's
birds
what
and
I'm saying.
slugs and
Wait, I
slugs
got
and
that one.
birds, and, like, just a lot of, like I feel like it was symbolism, but I wasn't exactly sure what he was trying to say. Um, God, what else? I don't understand this next part. So she hypnotizes
Okay.
him, and the first time she hypnotized him, he went and killed the lady that gave him some shit, right?
But
The second
then he
time
loses his job and she's like, "Fuck everyone."
Yeah, but she was like, what was her plan hypnotizing him this time? Because he just went to a movie theater to kill more people, but the first one actually made sense. The lady pissed him off, so he wanted to go kill her. This time, he just wanted to kill a whole bunch of people, and this part got really annoying because it kept going back and forth between the 2 movie theaters, and I was like,
Oh, I hate
"What
that fucking
what
shit, man.
theater are we in right now? John's movie theater or the new Killer's theater?"
Well, you only knew what theater you were in by what was being played, and they'd always show you the like, dinosaur.
No, you didn't, because in the
No,
other
because
movie, the dinosaur was playing.
no, when John was in, you had the dinosaur movie.
Yeah, but then the real people, the other world, are watching the movie, which has the
No, but
dinosaurs
they're
on that
watching it
movie,
no, but they're watching it through, like,
a theater.
convex
Yeah,
of
but
John
still,
doing
there's
what he was
always
doing.
dinosaur it's the lost world, by the way.
Yeah, so when John was so when they got the bag-eyed mo I got that one. Holy shit. When that girl goes, she looks over, doo, 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 sees this dude with bags in his eyes, like, "Look, first of all, motherfucker, you know what? Even in '87, we knew what cucumbers could do for the eye bags. Just saying."
This has
This
been a
dude, I
medical
was like,
moment with Brian. Self-care moment with Brian.
bags under your eyes, use cucumbers, bitches. Literally, I was like, bag eye motherfucker is the killer. I just knew immediately this dude was me trouble. And of course, this girl's like, oh my God, I gotta tell you, I have heart palpitations in the movie. I'm getting the fuck out, personally.
But, like,
I'm just
John
saying,
sits
dude, bag eye motherfucker. I even sit here and go, let me get it. Bag eyed motherfucker gets it.
John sits down one dude, pulls his head back, slits his throat, and kills him, right?
It
In
takes
the
you out.
in the in the movie. But if I go to a movie, I just get distracted easily. If someone shifts funny in a seat next to me, I'm looking over. So if some guy's not getting his neck, throat cut in front of
Nah,
me,
but I
or
tell you though, they got you a little bit on that one because when some shit was happening, even with the fucking gun guy, it was always like, shh,
yeah,
and the guys, nobody's like looking around like, shut the fuck up, man. Look, I gotta be honest, nobody's doing that unless you are in some theater where people's like, shut the fuck up. Most people are like, hey, shh. They just barely look over their shoulders and go, yeah, right, I got you. Yes, that I bought. I could buy that. I've
so
been there. Shut the fuck.
John's
Look,
killing
I've been in
people
like
are
theaters where some dude was a girl was giving him a blowjob and it got a little too fucking excited. Like, like
calm that orgasm.
I'm just telling you, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your business.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Be quiet. This is a PSA for people. Be quiet if you're getting head at a movie theater. Be
yes. Or
respectful.
go to the first. Look, if
Did
you're
you
getting
about to
the
say go to the front?
no, if you're
Go
getting
to
the
the front so everyone could
business,
see. Damn it.
go to the far corner of the theater.
Yeah, we know what happens in that far
And
corner.
make sure you now that you can buy seats, at least buy 4 seats 2 seats around you and just let that business happen.
Yeah, yeah.
You own that shit.
So John's killing people in the theater, and meanwhile in the
John is
other
I said
theater
that
are
too, John is still killing.
What?
I said it too. John is still killing. I said this movie's reality to what a movie is killing my brain. Like,
I
look,
know.
I was
He
like, I'm drinking and you're making me think. I
he
don't like
kills
it.
the one dude, and then the girl comes back with her popcorn and says, "Do you want some?" So John reaches around the dude, and he needs some popcorn, so it looks like he's not dead. And then she
Oh, wait,
kills
I have a
him, or he
question.
kills
I do
her.
have a question though.
Yeah.
So let me go back here. Linda, yeah, Linda, Patty goes, "This happened. He's doing blah blah blah," and of course Linda's like, "You're fucking nuts," and
Yep.
Linda's like, "No," but here's the thing: why in the fuck did she go into the boys'
Well, she was
Linda went
investigating.
into the male's bathroom. Like, why are you in the male's bathroom? At this point, you should be in the girl's bath. I'm like,
I
the
know. Well,
fuck? I'm
there's
just
no bodies
asking.
in the girls' bathroom.
So vice, of course. Okay, I got you.
This
I got you. I'm just saying. Also hit me. I'm like, holy shit. I think both these girls were looking for some business.
maybe.
Maybe,
All right. So a
maybe. And
lot of
they got the business. I want to do some gun shit. I don't know. I hate
so
guns and Columbine and
a lot of
it
my
just seemed
notes are
very, like, crazy with him, like, shooting up a fucking theater. I was like, "This is weird."
a lot of my notes are about John and Mother because that was the storyline I was trying to follow.
Well, that's the crazy shit, like, I was like, John and Mother, and I really gotta say, like, I feel like they really missed out on this movie with John and Mother. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
this director and the writer could have really pushed a really cool horror narrative with that. I don't know how it would have worked, but them doing some, like, reality fake really kinda, I think, took away really from Zelda and
Michael's
the
acting.
main like, the
Yeah.
John, I can't think of his
But
name,
like
Learner.
the interesting
You know what I'm
stuff is
saying?
happening in their storyline. There's a part where Zelda's trying to get John to come home, or Mother's trying to get John to
Yeah,
come home, and she like picks up one of the birds in the house and throws it, and suddenly the bird's in the movie theater attacking John, and he's like, "Oh God, no!" Like, where's Mother getting all these superpowers from?
but
And
that's
then
you're right, like,
at that
they
point,
didn't
also, Mother or someone
oh.
steps on a snail, and that hurts Mother, and she's mad. So she gaining these powers from the snail. We don't know anything. We don't know what's happening with Mother.
Yes, this movie is insane. But I'd say though, when she just said, if all she had to say was, "This house is clean," that
This movie theater is clean.
is clean. No, I'll tell you though, man, what got me though partly was that bag-eyed fuck. I
That what?
knew the guy with the bags under his eyes. I knew he was a devil. Like,
He's not the devil.
dude.
He's just a psycho. But let's go through
Dude, he
everything he
saw the
does.
movie a million times.
And he
When a
became
motherfucker sees
obsessed.
a movie too much, you're like, "Look, you're banned. You're banned."
I've seen Ghostbusters probably 100 times.
But if one day you showed up with a goddamn proton pack, I'd be like,
You'd be pumped.
"You're
You'd be
banned. You're
pumped.
banned. I mean, you're banned.
No, you wouldn't.
You're
You'd be so
banned."
happy to be like, I got all those ghosts out of your house. Because this house is clean.
Oh, no, 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 no. You're gonna be like, "This house is"
Exactly. All right, so let's go through the killer in the real
No,
world.
but I'd say, "Okay, we're not done yet,"
Oh, no, we
because
got stuff to do,
I
things
know,
to
I
talk
know, no, in a
about.
second. So the bag-eyed fuck, all this bullshit happened. And then apparently it was a magic gun, whatever the fuck. But
A magic
because
gun?
this guy is literally like, okay, I don't know about you. I saw Clint Eastwood, right? And even a fucking gun has a limited amount of bullets, which is usually, I don't even know, 9 millimeter. Let's say 10. This
I'm gonna
dude was shooting everything. He
I'm gonna
shot
suspend
everything.
disbelief there because we never see him all the time. He could have switched
Really?
out back.
Bullshit. No.
He shoots the concession stand girl, he shoots the counter girl, he shoots another girl, I think an usher, and then piles them all up. And then I think he shoots who does he shoot? Wait, he doesn't shoot the guy that's running the reels because that guy runs up and locks himself in.
He shoots 9 to 10 times. Most of
He,
these guns only have 8
to 12 bullets,
I'm just
depending on
saying,
your
whatever.
cartridge.
Look, any of you bitches out there with the gun experts, you can tell me I'm wrong.
He could have reloaded. There's so many times we didn't see him. I mean, he randomly started wrapping up the doors. He could have reloaded
He could
before
have
doing
also
that.
masturbated to the fucking dead. I don't know. The fuck you do- He could have done anything.
But also, what a jackass. He's obsessed with this movie, right? He's trying to copy it scene by scene, but yet he's using guns and not a scalpel. Come on, man.
Yeah,
What kind
like,
of fan are you?
totally unrespectful of the medium.
I know. It's like he doesn't even
I
care about the art.
He doesn't, he's like, "Mother!" I feel like every time I hear "mother," though, let me tell you, I think of, like, dad's like, "Mother!" It's like some shit like
Won't you
like,
come on?
that's dude, straight out there, like, "Mother!" I'm like, "Oh, whoa."
Wait,
I'll tell
what
you
are
what
the
got
two
me,
girls'
though,
names again?
was that last scene, though, right, where
Don't get to that yet. What's the two girls' names again?
where are we right now, then?
I mean, kind of almost there, but what are the two
I
girls'
know, but
names?
tell me your like, we're still in the complaint range before that fucking end, but
Wait, what are the two girls in the theater's names? I can't remember. You wrote them down. Penny,
Linda and Patty.
Patty. So Linda
So
finally gets
Patty's number 1.
yeah.
Patty's the one who's like, "Oh my god."
So Linda
Linda's
finally decides to go
Linda's
investigate.
like, "Hey, girl, why are you so crazy? My lord, I'm never give me $5."
Exactly.
That's mine.
When when Linda leaves and go meets the mustache guy on the street to get him to
Oh
call
my
the
lord.
cops, I was really worried.
Dude!
I was worried about that mustache guy. But did you
Dude, that
notice?
dude, holy shit. I was too. I was like, I swear to God, that guy straight out like, I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
nail that ass.
he was
Dude,
gonna
he
murder
had
her himself.
nailing that ass all over him. I'm gonna take that ass. I'm taking it. MC Dial. I'm taking
So the guy with the mustache that she goes to is also in the other movie, which I thought was interesting because he was the
what?
husband.
Shit.
Yeah.
I missed
So it's
that.
like
I was like
that's when I was
so
like, are all these characters actually in this world? I'm confused.
dude, that threw me. I'll be honest, I even missed that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. They didn't do enough. If that is the essence of what you wanted, you gotta do like little telltales. Like I'll tell you, when you rolled up in that really fucked up like jacket, I was like, oh, this dude is straight out
So
grifter.
they finally get the cops to come. The SWAT comes,
Oh my
everyone's
god.
pulling
No,
in.
but what did it take? It took a dude literally to go, let me shake the door.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
and he literally put his fingers on the floor and felt blood.
well, then he saw
Really,
the dead
bitch?
bodies in the bathroom, didn't he? Oh, no, he
I don't
didn't.
remember that. Maybe
He only
I don't
felt the
know,
blood.
dude. All I know is this. I'm like, what, bitch? I'm like, some girl literally comes out of fucking nowhere telling you some crazy shit's happening. I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm in, I'm on the believe train at that point.
Well,
I'm
the
like,
shit we've seen in our lives, yeah, if a girl came up to me right now and said there's a gunman, I'd be like, "All right, let's call the fucking cops
dude,
immediately."
literally in
But ma
1988, if some girl comes up like, this bitch just fucking killed, like he's doing. I'd be like, do you want me to call cops? I'd ask. Yeah. I'm like, look, I'll call the cops. I'm gonna blame it on you. Let
I
me
want
hear.
you to talk to the cops in case this is fake. I don't wanna
Fuck
be in
yeah, dude.
trouble.
I trust no one. Dude, I was thinking today, here's the deal. Say this thing like, no, what's your trust factor? And what did happen? I was like, look, I've been watching the news since I was like 8 years old. I trust
Oh,
no one and nobody.
no.
Look, dude, the first horror movie I saw was literally fucking Jason. And when I saw that, I was like, why you motherfuckers hanging out in deserted fucking like what the fuck's going on? No. Pass. Yeah.
The first horror movie I saw I mean, when I was young, I watched Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters too much for a kid my age, but the real horror movie I saw first was my mom rented Creepshow, and that was my first, like, "Alright, horror, I'm in." Alright,
The
so
real freak show. No, I tell you though, somebody made some like some fucking well, I think, people put like these things on TikTok, whatever. They go, hey, when's that first time you realized that you're what I was like, well, I've been watching news since I was 8. And I had cable
show
when
off.
I literally was
Okay,
in
flex.
no, but I got fucking cable in 7th grade. So I've been watching horror flicks since. And then, of course, I got Fangoria magazine, whatever. So I'm not very easily like, but I think like I'm not easily like freaked out. But I did make this one moment is to like watching this in like as a kid, right? I was like 18 or 17, 18. I wouldn't near I'm like, it's fucking crazy. But watching this past where gun violence is very it I could see this being more of a fearful movie at
Yeah.
that level, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because, like, some dude walks out of the theater like, "Yeah, mother, mother." You're like, I gotta be honest, some dude's yelling "mother," I think I'll just shove a fucking straw in his ear, and just say and fucking kill him, say, "Shut the fuck up,
So you're the
go lay
killer.
I don't know. Anyone yelling mother and
That
he ain't
doesn't mean they
fucking
need to
dead,
die.
fuck yeah, he does. If he ain't dead, Zig, fuck
All right,
him.
let's wrap up this movie. So
No, it's so late in Michigan,
no, it's at 44 minutes recording. So
bitch. All right.
the
What's
cops
your
surround
final
the
thought?
place. No, hold on. I was annoyed by this part, and I want to go into it more. So, in the
Okay.
background of our killer holding up Penny or whatever her name is, Patty, we
Patty.
see that mother is going into the movie theater in the other movie and trying to
Yeah.
convince her son to save him. But we
I
can't see all this going on because it's playing over the top of our
I
killer
get you on
holding
that.
Patty.
I get you on that. That made no sense. Like it was like the director was trying to create a moment of this juxtaposition because you're right. At the end, you're like, they then become one.
Yeah. So the cops finally get a shot because he's flipping out and looking up at mother, and
Yeah.
he shoots the screen and they shoot him. And then this is when I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this movie really trying to get to? Because John's on the screen and he's got a scalpel and he pushes it through the screen and it looks like it goes into our Patty
Mm.
girl's eye, but it's not actually there. It's just in her head.
Yeah.
And
But
then
then
they take her to the hospital and John walks into the room and he's like, "It's all in your head." I'm like, "What the fuck? Is it in her head? What is happening? Did the movie
I
hypnotize
know.
her thinking?" Like, it just needed more and less of that other world.
I agree. Like, I agree 100%.
So,
I
my
agree.
overall opinion, I liked the first 20 minutes. I was getting into it. I like those 2 characters a lot. I like the actors.
Yeah.
And then when it started going all over the place, I couldn't follow it. I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now? Who's who? What's happening?"
Who is who? So
I
out of a
wanted
10,
I wanted John and Mother more. Out of a 10, I'm gonna give it like a 3.
I agree with you because I
Oh, I
agree
thought
with
you
you.
liked this movie.
No, I like the like you. Like once we talked, I liked the beginning of it and I kind of liked the ending, but I didn't like how they got the guts. Like, I feel like I didn't mind that I didn't mind a little bit that it went movie, reality, into where they're at. But I wish it was less it was very convoluted. It just didn't hit, you know? It wasn't scary. Well,
It
it's
had
fine. It
the
doesn't have to be
it
scary.
had the it had the stuff to be a fun, good horror movie.
It and you had 2 great actors in it.
I
You had the
know.
best actors and literally in Hollywood, you couldn't fucking nail this down, which is the worst part, which shows the director sucks. Really, it sucks. He sucks because you had Zelda and you had Lerner, and these guys literally are professionals. They are professionals when they get into their jobs. They do the best. They are like the best, and then the fact that you couldn't have a story that would be, you know, you're trying to use too many scares. You're trying to
Yeah,
be you're trying to be too tricky. And I think like that is like with this. I think this movie could have been awesome. It could have been a 10 out of 10. They try to be too tricky. So give it a 3, I give it a 5. Let me like
okay,
roll out. I'm going 5 because some of the acting is really great. I just feel like they try to be too tricky on the end.
I agree.
That's
Well, we'll be
my
back soon with another movie. Thanks for listening to another
fuck
Bourbon
yeah,
and
we
Blood.
will.
And follow us on Facebook.
Fuck yeah.
We have some sweet shirt designs that I posted there, and eventually we'll have them for sale along with stickers and merch. If you have any suggestions for movies you'd like us to do, let us know, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Hell yeah.
See ya.
See you, baby. What's up? I can't wait till we're on the